you should do, because what you're trying to do even in this show is to do a fair balance, even on time, and for the panelists to be respectable and civilized in the way they argue. Having said that, let me say this, Fred, there are different dynamics. When you talk about the seats, as a leader, I believe in different, I have a different philosophy on leadership. If you can lead people, you should accept to be led. I was a Secretary General of the UDA. In my own opinion, and in the opinion of many Kenyans who have given me a feedback and a comment on what I did as an SG, both at UDA and Jubilee Party, they gave me a card of a commendable mark. They said I did a good job, and I myself believe I did a good job. When it came to the time to sit that seat, did I sit that seat? Yes, I did. Because I believe in public office, you must always be willing, if you're leading people and they accept to be led by you. You must reach a point, whether you are president, deputy, whether you're an MP, senator, governor, I am a very firm believer that you must also accept to be led. So that when I ceded my seat as Secretary General, even if I may have had personal questions, I still said, by the way, there could even be another better person than myself. Now, when it comes to the change of seats, I may not justify why certain place may move all the seats to another region. That I may not. But the one thing I know from the standing orders is that we have a rotational mid-term over term.
Is it clear?
Where others, yes, where other leaders are given an opportunity to go through the experience of being chair, so that a chair is not secured for one person, one specific person, because that's one of the challenges we have as a nation. That if suddenly I'm told I can't be the chair, I have to become an ordinary member. Then I have a complaint because I have maybe become entitled when I was on that position as a chair. So for me, I have no problem when others get an opportunity, because the public will eventually now be able to compare between this chair and the previous chair, who has performed better. And that's why you have a term in the Constitution. So positions were changed. Others got the position. In fact, the people who got the position now were those that were in opposition when we did the campaign in 2022. Now, let me ask, even if that was done, do you honestly think Central Region is an area that any president would ignore? Honestly, as a Kenyan, do you think it can be ignored? Of course you cannot. Okay. Because the number of votes that you have in that Central, the number of residents and the population, they make a critical part of that population. And in the planning matrix, they are taxpayers. They cannot be ignored. We must ask ourselves, is there something we have lost as a region when I lose the chair for transport?
Okay.
If you find there's nothing you have lost as a region, then you say, okay, it was just a matter of this one experiences the chairman's position, then that be it. And let me come to the debate on the judiciary.
We only have about
the CJ,
60 seconds only. Huh?
It is Nelson Havi who has brought a petition against the CJ. In my very personal opinion, not now as anybody's representative, I think that petition is out of order, because the judiciary has gone through radical reforms on several fronts and has had issues that once again predate Chief Justice Martha Koome together with the Supreme Court. When we keep pointing, we seem to have culture in Kenya where we look for the punching bag. Who can we punch this time? If you look at social media, they pick a certain character. They say, this time, let's punch the president. We punch, punch, punch. So now at judiciary, when people get frustrated over issues which they feel maybe they are not sorted, they look at a punching bag. Okay. But are we punching the right direction? When we take the individual of Martha Koome to punch, are we punching the institution of judiciary, or we are punching the CJ? Myself and the judges in the Supreme Court. Myself, my view is we must guard and safeguard our institutions so that as we purport to punch people, sometimes very wrongly, by the way. Okay. You looked at the death of Chebukati, how people reacted to it. And I want to say, by the way, that was really bad manners. For those who have said he should have died, it is very wrong. Senator, when somebody is bereaved, for people to come, this is important, for people to come out. If Leonard Mabobotera was there, he would ask, Jay, who ni ungwana?
Right.
Why are you traumatizing a family? Don't traumatize a family.
Thank you,
the
Senator.
Same breath, Fred,
Our time is up completely, unfortunately, and we are being rushed out
A
of
second.
studio. No, unfortunately,
for you,
Senator,
in the same
just give us who spent
sana.
how much time
Veronica
just
Maina,
to prove that this was
nominated
a fair show.
Senator, John
Call us
Yoto,
again.
Senator Muranga,
We need more time.
and Samuel Pogisio, Majority Leader, Senate. I do agree, we need more time for these conversations. Asanteni sana for your time at TV47 and for your very well-considered opinions on what we've discussed. After the break, Monday Blitz, for all your weekend sports, Shutterboy and Fred Arocho will be here for that, and later on more conversations. My name is Fred Indemuli. Good morning.